Hey everybody, I'm back, and this is what probably will end up being the last part of the press demo version of the game. Since I last recorded a couple days ago, I had a few questions asked, and I thought I would address some of those here. I had someone ask me if ultra-wide support was was an option, and it is indeed an option. I just tested it. I'm not recording at ultra-wide resolutions, but my monitor is ultra-wide. 32 inches, I think. It does up to 1440p. And normally, of course, that's how I would play this game, but because I've only really played it while recording, I haven't even thought to test it. So it does work. It works great. There is also some questions about like how this game looks like older games. Of course it will, because many older games that came before it informed this, and this in turn informed other games coming forward. For example, Heroes Might and Magic. Basically, any Fantasy 4X game it pays homage to Master Magic. So that's kind of where that comes from. Now, several people have expressed concern that Master Magic Remastered will be different than the game they fell in love with. And as a guy who loves Master Magic from the 90s, this is not the case. They have done a fantastic job. Boy, did I not shut my door. I have like 2 cats coming in here, and they're all meows. Anyway, apologies if that happens in the background, because I am not going to stop recording and start over again. This is the same game. It looks prettier. I don't know if it looks as nice as Age of Wonders 3, which is one of my favorite 4X games. I like a lot of what Age of Wonders 3 does, and it's interesting because going back and playing a lot of Master Magic, I'm reminded about a lot of the features that Master Magic had that Age of Wonders and modern 4X games don't. For example, just kind of the way spells work, the way magic works, the magic allotments you can like adjust, the simplicity and elegance of building up your towns and not having to research buildings, but rather being able to focus on just researching new spells and new ways to interact with the world in that way. But no, this is still Master Magic, flaws and all, as far as like balance goes. Like if you're concerned that they're trying to rebalance the game, which sounds like a weird concern to a layperson, but the charm of Master Magic is some builds and some spells you can randomly luck into are just broken, and there are instant wins when you get them. They're very satisfying in that way, and people don't want to lose that because this is not a multiplayer game. It's a single-player experience designed to kind of have give you a really fun beer and pretzels afternoon. And that still seems to be the case. There are some quality of life things they've added here. We've seen several of them. For example, when you go into attacking something, you're going to be given... mana is short. You're going to be given an option to see what the exact units are you're facing and what your odds are of success. That wasn't a thing in the old game, and the game is better for having it. All of the changes that I've seen so far, the game feels, at least from my perspective, better for having these changes done. There's still a few things, holdovers, like having to hit tab to go in Explorer mode to like review the tiles and their the gold and food outcome and what sort of like other modifiers may be on it. I don't know if that bothers me per se. I guess it's still better than the old system that used to be there, the F1 or whatever it was. But at the same time, I can understand where some of the older mechanics that have since been smoothed out of modern 4X games might chafe a little bit for a new player or someone who isn't willing to put up with that sort of thing. Generally, though, I think this is going to be a really good 4X game for anybody who likes 4X games. The AI, I've had questions about that. The AI seems like it knows how to play the game. It's building units. It's building cities up. It's expanding. It's covering the map with cities whenever it can. I'm playing on normal, I've played on easy, and I've encountered big stacks of mid-range units when I have mid-range units. Feels like it's pretty good. I mean, obviously, only like 10 or so hours of playtime isn't going to give me a good indicator of the AI, and I'm not the kind of guy who would notice the AI being really bad Well, I would notice if it was really bad, but if it was maybe making poor decisions here and there, I probably would notice, because I'm also making poor decisions, and I'm also a player who tends to reload the game when things go sideways. And I feel like it's really important when someone is talking about the AI or the game being too easy. If you're save scumming, the AI can't do that. So if you really want a good indicator of how good AI plays in a strategy game, never load your game again. Accept all outcomes. Obviously, if you have to save and quit to go and take a break, different story. But if you want to see how the AI is playing, then you have to play like the AI and under the same restrictions. I don't do that. So I'm always going to eventually succeed unless I get in a real pickle, which obviously does happen from time to time and it can be exciting when that happens. So I think that kind of covers the questions people have had since the last time I played. If anyone has any other questions, though, feel free to answer them or ask them in the comments or other places that I'm known to frequent. In the meantime, we have an event here, and this is a rough one. This is called Mana Short, and it's going to remove all of our mana sources. Not city mana sources, like libraries. Those will still produce research. But we are going to lose mana from nodes. And of course, we do have at least one node that we've captured under our control. And it's going to be painful because it's going to last like 10 turns, 12 maybe, quite a long time. We could accept the outcome. We could use whatever ancient power called you here. It left behind altars of blood magic. Use them to sacrifice parts of our population from 3 random cities and stop the effect. Or we could sacrifice some of our units and lessen the effect. All of these are terrible. But I guess for the sake of demoing the game, let's just lose some population. Oh, wow, we lost almost 4 points of population. Jeez, we lost a lot of population. Oh my god, did we lose a lot of population. We even lost mana because we lost elves. So the population is here. This city is at 12. If you pop in, there's 12,000. Every 1,000 people is a population. Every point of population is a point of farmer or worker or, a rebel. So 12. So losing 4 points of population, 3 points here and there, that's brutal. That was way worse than I had thought it was going to be, and I will never pick that again unless I am in a real tough spot. But I guess we're going to keep our mana, and everything's going to keep on moving forward. So from that point of view, what are you going to do? Alright, so we established that. I think I'm heading up here to explore. If I remember correctly. We have a lot of map to cover. Oh, and here's purple. Had we met purple previously? I don't remember if we had or not. So here's Kali. Now, here's an interesting little bit of information. The color of the eyes in the statue indicate her attitude towards us. Yellow is fairly neutral. Red is she dislikes us greatly. And green is she really likes us a lot. Oh, maybe it's blue. It's green or blue that's like friendly. Now, most of the time, you're going to run into people, and if you're not playing with death magic or don't have any other negatives to your charisma or your diplomacy, yellow's what you're going to come across. You can gift her things. You can ask for treaties. Here's the other thing about this. Every wizard at the game's start is pulled from a pool of wizards that you can pick from yourself. I don't believe the AI can customize characters, although they might be, because I've seen evidence that might be happening, but I don't know for certain. Regardless, the personality of every wizard is randomized. You may have a ruthless Merlin one time and a peaceful Merlin the next time, I think, because I'm not fully remembering, but I believe that's the case. In any case, Kali here is ruthless, and as such will not really shine to our diplomatic overtures. We're probably going to end up at war with her at some point. If we trade with her, though, we can see that she doesn't share any of our colored spells, so we can't really trade a lot with her. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm sorry. The fact that we have black magic spells here and that she wants them indicates that she is a black mage, which also means that, like us, she's probably got some negatives to her diplomacy. So while we have yellow here, it wouldn't surprise me if we're on the low end of neutral, heading into she's not going to like us territory. Now, she's got a good amount of gold and a good amount of mana, much more than I've got. So she's maybe playing a little better than I am. But here's what I could do. I could give her a spell and get some benefit. She's interested in all these. The little green area here indicates she's interested in all of these. If I gave her life drain, I could get a lot out of it. I don't want her to have terror. Even though it won't affect a lot of my summon units, it will affect my other units. I don't want her to play it against me. I have to bear in mind that she may very well decide to go into war with me at some point. And she's very close to us. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to give her life drain. It's a good spell, but I'm not too worried about her using it against us. We're going to actually try and get about 300 gold. No, I want more gold. 400 gold and 200 mana. That's still under the value of the spell, so it looks like she'll take this. And because we didn't go for the full amount, diplomatically speaking, she'll like us just a little bit more since we didn't ask for it. Was a little bit of a gift, so to speak. So we got a lot of mana to play with now, and I think it's time to cast another spell. Let's actually cast Wall of Fire, just because I kind of want to see if what it looks like. All right, let's get these guys moved up and end the turn. Actually, before we do, these guys are probably just scouts. They're halfling swordsmen. I do have longbowmen here. That's right. Neutral armies came out last time I played, and I put a bunch of defenders in the cities, so I'm not too worried about them. Okay. Yeah, let's move forward. Ooh, we've got us a very lightly defended halfling settlement. That's going to be ours next turn. Okay. What do we got here? Just this is a river. Oh, I did not want to move there. I wanted to. Okay, that's fine. All right. Oh, these guys finished building their defensive units. Let's get a shrine. Let's get a Sage's Guild. These are the building structures that provide power, which again, this is your power. It feeds into your research and whatnot. That sort of thing is very useful for because of events and things like that. It ignores them. Shrines and libraries give you research, that sort of thing. Actually, you know what I was thinking about? Let's just have +1 mana per turn and put 5 points of power shifted into casting skill and research for now. What am I researching? Shatter, that's right. Pretty useful little debuff, I think. Okay, alright. Let's get in here and take this. Should have this last turn. I did lose the swordsman. That's a bummer, but that's okay. We're going to keep it. I mean, there's coal nearby. Reduces the construction cost of normal units by 10%. Wow. That's pretty solid. Let's build a builder's hall and a smithy and a sawmill and some spearmen eventually for defense, and then we won't worry about this town for a while. Okay. Moving on. I got shatter. Okay. I noticed that you research the spell at the end of the turn, so you have it if you're attacked over the course of the enemy AI player's turn. Ooh, half-elf magicians are a pretty high-end unit. They're actually, the only way to build them is if you have high elves, and you build a wizard's tower, which is one of the tippy-top most buildings you can build in a high elf city. And as such, they're asking for a lot, 360, but what you get is a 5-point range attack that does magical damage, +1 to hit because they're high elves. These guys are immune to missiles, and they can drop a fireball spell. We do want them. And actually, I'd like to put them in my main army, so we're going to hire these guys. Where's my main army? Here we go. I'm actually going to grab the longbowmen, too. We're going to move these guys up here. Let's have you just wait and kind of recover some hit points there. I probably should... What's this shrine do? +1 power, 6 turns away. It's a lot of gold. Let's just not worry about it for now. Let's get another longbowman here. I don't want to leave the city undefended. Pick a new research spell. Warp creature, we've looked at that. That's pretty solid. Mana leak, darkness. Drapes a shroud of darkness over the entire battlefield, making attack, armor, and resistance of all creatures of death +1, and creatures of life lose 1. Ooh, that's a nice little... What's black channels? Normal hero or undead creature becomes a vile undead with +2 melee attack strength, +1 range attack, breath attacks, hit point resistance, and armor. Haha, that's cool. Let's get that. Let's see if I can cast that before the demo runs out. Black channels. What a neat spell. Then, of course, you can make all your normal units, like magicians or heroes, undead, and cast spells like darkness. Pretty awesome. A lot of synergy there. Ooh, we can cast the Wall's Fire. Here we go. Ooh, that's cool. That's really freaking cool. So if we go into the city now, I think it's listed somewhere. Wall of Fire. Yep, right here. We have River and we have Wall of Fire. In circles of smooth protection and Wall of Fire, each figure of any non-flying unit that attempts to pass through it takes a Strength 5 magical attack to the face. Nice. Of course, I got to pay for that now, and it's 2 per turn, which means we're at -1 per turn. So I will bump this up just 1 point. I'm okay with that amount of mana right there. We might be able to trade more spells to what's her name, if we need to. Okay, let's move this guy up here. Very good. Well, we got 3 ghouls, high health magicians. Yeah. I was thinking too. I think maybe not with the press demo, and I don't think I can record anything off of the closed beta. But I would like to kind of offer my thoughts and the strategy guide's thoughts, where I got a lot of my thoughts from, on various topics like, you know, different faction or races and their weaknesses and strengths and what kind of differentiates and distinguishes them, as well as the different colors of magic, and a couple of also looks at the customizing a wizard to start the game and how different picks can change how quickly the early game jumps and starts for you versus how slow and into a very powerful end game you can get, that sort of thing. By the way, 350 gold for this, which gives us resist elements, so elemental spells will be any chaos and nature spells or monster attacks, including stone gaze, for example, from like a basilisk, would be much easier on us. Water walking is very powerful, and a +1 armor bonus. But as cool as this ring is, I don't want it because it's almost all my money, and I'm still waiting for a hero to get offered to join to me. Alright, what do we got here? Runes, an old dungeon. Ooh, very little chance of surviving doom bats, which we've seen before, and we know they're very powerful. Very, very powerful. We want to leave those guys alone. Let's see what's in here. Runes, once again, we have a oh, I see doom bats and gargoyles. Not quite as tough. I mean, the stoning. Chance to hit. They're solid. I mean, the thing is they fly, and almost none of my guys fly. I have a couple guys that can hurt them. It's just going to be bad. And I think they're immune to a lot of death magic stuff, too. Oops. Had a couple towns that are maybe not doing anything. I will correct that situation. Here is these guys. We want to keep them building some stuff. Let's get a sawmill marketplace. What is it? Swyberg? They make +2. Yeah. We'll get the marketplace up and we'll get extra gold. Alright, move these guys over here. Can we handle anything? Ah, an easy fight. We'll just send our familiar and handle the battle. And we're going to get 10 gold. Okay. But we got some experience points, so not bad. Not bad at all. 28 turns in. I'm going to need to worry less about my casting skill improvements. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna just jack that down at 17 turns. It's a lot better. Okay. All right, we're getting most of this continent figured out. We could build a city right around here. I think. Nope. I guess not. No. Oh no! I've got to stop right-clicking to dismiss the mode. Oh, there we go. Our first hero, Gunther the Barbarian. Very late in the game. Normally you get one quite a bit earlier than this. He's actually a pretty solid hero. He's a level 3. I think Captain is rank 3. So he's got he gets extra +2 to his attack and +1 to hits. He gets an extra point of armor. He gets 2 more points of resistance and an extra 2 hit points. Because of his high rank, he is a little more expensive because it was high rank. But this is a nice way to offset us not getting offered a guy, until now. He does have a throwing attack, which is great. It means he can actually engage flying units. And throwing 5 is a pretty strong attack. He has might, which means he gains extra attack by level, +1 per level. That's why he's up +2 per level. Normally a hero would just have +1 attack per level, so that's actually very cool. 10 attack. He is very fun. Let's grab this guy, and thankfully he's not too far away. He's right here, so we're going to move him up. Actually, let's move him up here. We'll meet in the middle. I'll have these guys come down here. Okay, there we go. And we're going to make him undead, which actually will be interesting because I think making him undead means he can't heal either. So I don't know how that works, but who cares? It's the press demo, and there's probably ways to get around it eventually. So, all right, we're going to skip a turn. The moon's engulfed in angry red. You may now siphon more mana from chaos nodes, but sorcery nodes and nature nodes produce less. I don't know if I have choices here. I can maybe make the effect stronger, but I don't have any chaos nodes. In fact, I think the only node I have is have my flag on it. This guy. Yeah, this guy right here is a sorcery node. There's more sorcery nodes in the game because was this an empty, unguarded one? And I just could have had free gold and I didn't even pick it up because I was waiting for my army to show up. I think that's exactly what happened. That is a bummer. I guess it just goes to show there's no reason to not grab those things. In fact, if I was smarter, I would have a scout. Anyone can build a magic spirit or summon a magic spirit, and then just fly them around the map. They move 2 points per 2 tiles because they fly, so they ignore all the terrain stuff, and just check every single rune, get all the unguarded freebie ones right away. Ooh, what do we got here? Angels? And they're enchanted with something. Holy bonus. I think they actually provide that. I'm not sure what they're enchanted with, but they are glowy. And they have a little resurrection symbol. I can't believe we have even a chance of fighting these guys. I almost want to take it on, but I know for sure I'll probably lose. First of all, 80% chance I'll just lose, 70%. So we won't engage these guys, but we will keep moving along and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm making a little more mana now. I think some of my buildings got built. Okay. Fallen Temple. I think adding that hero really gave us some extra oomph. We'll win this fight, most likely. But we will probably lose some things. You know what? I'm going to save the game because I want to just be able to see some of the big rewards. This is probably not considered maybe even not even mid level dungeon, but it's got some stuff in it. So we'll see more than 10 gold for our victory. Oh my God! Look at that. We didn't even lose anybody. That was incredible. We got a point of fame. And we gained a spell. We gained Disenchant Area. There we go. And all of our guys gained some extra goodies. Looks like our mages improved a level. That was very, very worthwhile. Nice. Okay. Let's keep on moving. These guys are just scouting. They're not really causing any trouble. Units don't hurt you. They don't, turn off the tile they're standing on like in Civilization. But, it's a little alarming to have enemies just kind of wandering around mapping your territory and finding out where your cities are all at. Let's see what we got here. And, ooh. Guardian Spirits, Unicorns. Should we go for it? I mean, there's a good chance we'll win. We won't lose. Let's wait. So I can have my guys heal just a little bit more. Let's get a farmer's market and some stables. And let's get shrines, marketplace. That's good for now. I don't like to build too many things too quickly. Because I like to be able to, pivot, pick a different thing if I need to. Okay. I wonder if I've got any buff spells. Black magic doesn't seem to have a lot of enchanting buff spells for my units. Eldritch Weapon, Cloak of Fear. Let's maybe cast Cloak of Fear. Because that'll make it harder for enemies to attack whoever I enchant it with. And I want to put it on my hero. I'll still have plenty of mana left, I think, afterwards. As long as I have about 28, that's all I can cast per turn anyway. Then I'll feel pretty good about leaving 28 mana around so I can use it during the fight. Okay, let's cast this spell here. Boom. Let's take a look at them. Cloak of Fear. Enemies must resist or they may not attack protected units. There you go. Alright. Okay, I'm going to actually save the game because I will play this. I'll fight this out manually. I don't necessarily think I'm better at this than the AI is. The combat AI seems like it knows what it's doing. So, right, here we go. Oh yeah, that's right. Unicorns teleport. That's terrifying. I wish this would remember the last things I had picked, like the fact that the combat log is open, so making me click it over time, and then also the combat speed thing would be nice. Okay, so I think I'd like to... Oh, the mages, that's right, they have Fireball. Let's start with a Fireball spell, and we might as well maximize that. I guess that's what it is. Hold on. Who has the best resistance? 9 and 12. Okay, so the Guardian Spirit's resistance is very high. Probably a silly to even attempt to cast Fireball on them, so we'll aim for the unicorns. Okay. I did 1 point of damage. I mean, it was a free hit. Alright, now the next thing is we want to have her cast Terror. Nice. There we go. And I think we'll let them come to us. So we can hopefully take out the unicorns before we get into engaging with those guys. Alright, let's have this guy. There we go. Ooh, 6 damage is a lot. He took a lot of damage. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, we kill one of the figures. I wonder if I can murder these unicorns and get myself some unicorn followers. Well, not if I can't kill them. Okay, and then move this guy up. Lost my hero. That's alright. Okay. One figure. That was probably never going to work. Guardian Spirits are tough. They're like a high level version of the magic spirits that you meld with a node. I don't see how we're gonna win this fight. Maybe I messed up early on. These guys have such a high resistance that they're kind of ignoring the terror spell. They're life units. They're directly opposed to death magic. I did get defeated. Alright. I am going to reload just because I'd like to see what happens if we auto-battle that one. Let the computer run it for us. Simulate it. The AI knows how to play. They know how to fight. Better than I do, at least. So that's probably why I'm not a great one to know if it's good AI or not, I guess. But on the plus side, I'm always entertained by AI. Doesn't take a lot. Alright, let's have these guys pop in here. Victory! We lost a swordsman and an almost dead ghoul. So yeah, that was obviously much better. I wish I could see how they did it. Okay, lots of gold. We learned Warp Creature. Gained some levels. Experience. What is this? Resist all +2. Why was that applied? Oh, and we got... Oh, the ghouls killed a unicorn. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we got like a cool resist all boon. The whole army. That's amazing. Oh man, that's cool. It was definitely worth popping in there. Okay, I'll keep on exploring. We're down to the last 11 turns or so, looks like. I'll just keep on pushing forward. We got black channels, which becomes an undead. I mean, I love it, but I'm also like, how do you heal undead? There has to be a way to do it. What does this do? Draining mana from an enemy target and wizard reserves. Ooh, that seems like an act of war, but I love it. Let's get darkness. And obviously, we're going to cast black channels, even if it maybe isn't the best move. I still want to do it. Casting cost is 100, instantaneous. It doesn't have an ongoing effect, which means you can't cancel it. Like, if I go into Cloak of Fear, I can turn this off. If I don't want to pay for the, you know, like whatever I'm paying on it, 1 per turn. If I really need the mana back, I can close it. I can just kick it. But the black channels is instantaneous. It doesn't have an ongoing cost, which, you know, kind of makes sense. Oh, I love it. The unicorns teleport on the battlefield, or in the main thing. We don't produce enough mana. Oh, I blew through my mana. Okay, so what we need to do is lower this a little bit. Let's raise this back up a little bit. And then I'm also going to transmute some of my gold, because I have a lot of gold. And we want to get some mana back out of the deal. There we go. Nice, they gave us a warning. Okay. Have I explored these? Yes. Yes. Okay. Have we basically... No, we still have this area over here. Well, this area over here. That's where we have to go next. Okay. Oops. I got some cities that aren't doing anything. But we only have like 7 turns left, so I'm not sure... I guess I'm not... I mean, if I was playing this for real, I probably would put a little more work into being careful about, like, building the right things. It would have been kind of cool to see Elven, you know, lords, for example. But, you know, some of this stuff is kind of fun to see for the first time anyway. And, you know, if anyone's watching this thinking, oh, man, I can't wait to buy this game, that's great. You should do it. It's awesome. It's a really fun, relaxing little strategy game you get a lot out of. And, you also don't, maybe you don't, in that case, maybe you don't need to see everything that the game has to offer before it comes out, I suppose. Smithy. Okay, I'm just putting some stuff together for everybody. Alright. I don't want to, like, die before I can explore that, so we're just going to end the turn. Alright. Let's cast black channels. All right, he's a death. He serves the dark realm of death. Ah, that's creepy. I love it. So black channels is on him now. He's got a lot of attack. He's got extra defense. He's got a breath attack now. Man. Okay. Let's go in and fight. We'll command it personally. I just want to see this guy, because he can fight Doombats now. I think he's got the breath attack and that throwing attack. The elemental's challenging. See how that goes. Okay, let's get up there. Now, Doombats have low armor, a lot of attack though, and they immolate. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens, but maybe I should cast a spell first. I should probably cast. Eldritch Weapon would be good. It would make my guys' attacks. Ooh, Black Sleep would be really strong. Did it work? I don't think so. I did hurt him though. Okay. Let's go here. Teleport. And I think he's out of movement. Okay. And then have these guys. Shoot. Ooh, good hit. Where's my longbowman at? Get him. Nice. That was pretty good. Okay. Let's push these guys up. I'm going to leave... yeah, I guess push this guy up. Okay. Oh, I can't attack because they fly. Oh, might as well go over here and attack these guys. Well, they did pretty good, actually. Can I cast another spell? Can I try and cast Black Sleep again? No. But I can... Life Drain. Oh, no. You know what? That's alright. I could have softened him up first, I guess, with my range guys. Oh, I lost my magicians, too. Well, fine. These guys are going to come through, and this Doombat's going to cause a lot of trouble, because no one can really fight him real well, because he flies. But we're going to win! Kind of. We did learn the Summon Hero spell. That's pretty awesome. You know what's fun? We only have 6 turns left. Let's cast Summon Hero, and then you can see another one of the random heroes. There's a lot of heroes in the game. We are going to have to pour points into gold and the mana to be able to afford it without having any mana income coming in. And I want to get my casting skill up as high as possible. So we'll get 7 turns. Oof, it's going to be close. I don't know if we're going to pull it off. Alright, let's just you go back. Here's something also about this game that was awesome when I was a kid, and it still seems to be in the game. The full version of the game has an editor, and you can use the editor to create content. And what I always thought was really neat was if you would go into the editor in the old version and create like artifacts and different things, then that stuff would show up in the normal game when you played. How cool is that? They can improve our lack of fame. Pay them. Yeah, that sounds awesome. +1 fame for 250 gold. Yeah. Hell yeah. So yeah, the editor is I saw it in the menu. I haven't played with it or anything, but it's still in the game, and I assume it still works the same way. So if you create like a really cool dagger of whatever, someday that dagger of whatever will show up. Oh shoot! Didn't get a chance to do our thing. Oh well. Well, that's okay. I figured that would take us through the end, and you know, obviously when you have unlimited number of turns, you play a little differently and a little smarter, hopefully, than I do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the game, and hope everyone had fun coming along for the ride with me. And I want to thank you for coming all this way as well. I know a couple hours watching some dummy play a video game isn't what everyone wants to do, but for those of you that enjoy it, I hope I did a good job entertaining you. So thanks again for watching. When the full version comes out, or when I'm allowed to stream the full version, I will put some videos together to talk about, like I said, some of the game's like concepts, like creating a wizard, factions, colored spells, and you know, opinions and thoughts on how those work, and what they're good for and what they are best designed for. All right. On that note, I will thank you once again, and I will see everybody next time.